this is one of the worst things I think I've ever seen in my whole entire life. Is this breakfast? Emma, I want to actually hear about your health issues, all right? I want to hear about the medication you're on, the health issues. Show us the truth. Hey, Frugivore, we are back on this page on TikTok where there's fat people, they call themselves fat people who do not want to lose weight, who do not give a F about being fat. So I want to address that today. I want to try and help these individuals because I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe for a second they don't want to lose weight, okay? So let's try to help them. And this is the way that I know best, is to help educate them on what they're eating and how it's connecting to, the results that they're getting. So let's get into it, shall we? Let's go to this one for a start. Whoop.
What are you eating?
Okay. All right. So this is from Emma Matthews XX. Oh, wow. And she has nearly 400,000 followers. That's a lot. That is a lot. So she's actually influencing a lot of individuals here. Like, there's a lot of comments. They're watching what she's doing and they might copy, right? And they might keep these terrible diets going. I haven't actually seen this yet, but I'm reading this. What I eat in a day is a fat bee who very controversially does not give a F that she is fat. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Let's help them. Oh, why? Oh, God.
There's a fat bitch who very controversially doesn't give a fuck that she's fat.
Wow. Isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? Like, to say that about yourself, to call yourself that, and to be on that vibration where you don't give an F, but it's not true. We all do deep down. It is a basic survival instinct for us to want to save ourselves. So you can bet your bottom dollar she is thinking about it, thinking about getting better. So this is she just pulled the plastic off. Like, what is this? I didn't even know you can buy this. I'm living in a bubble out here in the jungle, I swear. Looks terrible.
Fuck that she's fat. For lunch,
you can make this just by baking. Bake it, just steam it, just boil the potatoes in wedges, and then just bake it. Easy peasy, tastes amazing, and this is like deep fried, I'm sure.
At around 12 o'clock,
Oh, wow. For dinner, no, I ended up eating the Greg's. I just had these potato wedges and a hot chicken sandwich. Oh, that's just it, right? Okay, so you can see she's having skin issues here. You can see her diet is affecting her skin, and this doesn't feel good, right? It doesn't feel good to have skin irritation. This is, the first thing I'm noticing here.
I ended up ordering a Greg's. I have to
yikes. It's like opening some I don't know, box of terror. There's some like bread roll of like cruelty and sadness.
These wedges and just this hot chicken sandwich. And I do.
Look, there's nothing good about this. This does not look even in the slightest bit appetizing. It's beige on every level. It's cruel. It's just...
completely remember, but now I think looking back at my recordings, I only had 2 cup of teas yesterday. What is wrong with me?
Like, pommies, English people, as we call them Australia, pommies sometimes, affectionately I call that, like, it's not an insult, but they love tea, love drinking tea, and that has kind of like flowed into Australia, that has kind of trickled down into Australian culture to some degree, but I'm not a big tea drinker, even before. But what is that? It looks like she's got that fake cheese stuff, really fake. For tea time, I had this big bowl of spaghetti and meatballs with loads of cheese on top. I was still addicted to pasta. It's not that you're addicted to the actual pasta, because if you took all of this off the pasta and just ate the pasta, do you think you're really going to love it that much? You're not. I mean, don't put salt on it. Just eat the pasta as it is. This is not pasta. This is like meatballs, like animal muscle tissue balls, and solidified bovine secretion mixed in. And that is extremely addictive. The cheese, extremely addictive. Casomorphins, look it up.
For tea time, I had this big bowl of spaghetti meatballs with loads of cheese on top. I'm still addicted to pasta at the moment.
Yeah, just gross. Then finally I had this Greg's caramel and custard donut for my late night with.
And finally I had this Greg's caramel and custard donuts for me lately.
I mean, of course, everyone's going to be like, oh, yeah, that tastes good. Like, I want to eat that. Yeah. But it's like, this lasts you a couple of minutes. And then you have to suffer for sometimes up to a week after eating rubbish like this. And these people don't identify that they're suffering from what they're eating. So she doesn't...
snack with, of course, a cup.
She just does not realize that. And she doesn't have to suffer. Emma, you do not have to be like the finally... she's acting like she doesn't give an F, but she really does. It's just... bull.
Tea in bed. What are you eating today?
Okay, well, we need to go to Emma's page because this is just crazy. Oh, wow. Okay. What are you going to do? Let me have a look at this one. Oh, dear. Please tell me this isn't breakfast. I know it's 4 p.m., but obviously at any
Eating
time...
is a fat bitch, very controversially, doesn't give a fuck that she's fat. Pesto
Huh? Okay, so she started already. 1 p.m.
ciabatta always for me brachi. Then we went to Cas.
That was her breakfast?
I have been high carb vegan now for a year and a month, and I've just experienced so many amazing things. The first benefit that I've kind of experienced is this overall general well-being. The best way I can explain it is it's like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. It's like you've been carrying something around with you and now it's just gone. Another way I can think to describe it is it's like being fooled your whole life. And then one day you wake up and you step back and you kind of see, you see the picture. When you just take yourself out of that suffering, you yourself your suffering is going to go down because you're not contributing to other suffering. And that sort of heavy burden just leaves and you just feel so much more at peace with yourself and with the rest of the world. You just sort of come back into alignment and back into balance with who and what you truly are.
Pesto ciabatta always for me brachi.
Pesto. Okay, that could be worse, but is it fried or something? Like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'm living in a bubble, I swear.
She's fat. Pesto ciabatta always for me brachi. Then we went to Casa for our dinner. We got calamari and garlic bread to share as well.
Oh my goodness, what is that? Like, holy carcinogens. Like, holy carcinogenic, right? Look at that. Like, cheese is bad enough, not only for mama and baby cow, let's not forget them, right? But for your arteries and for your body, just digestion, sludging up your bloodstream. Cholesterol, hello. This is one of the worst things I think I've ever seen in my whole entire life. What is that?
Starter. I had this bowl thing that looked like it had a floating shit in the middle.
Was that a starter? I'm sorry. I am a little bit shell-shocked here. I'm a little bit just speechless almost.
Starter. I had this bowl thing that looked like it had a floating shit in the middle of it.
Literally, looks like it has a floating... yeah, it does. And, wow.
I don't know what it was, and it was only like a 5 out of 10 bowl. Oh well. The reason is a fat bitch.
Wow. I mean, who wants to live such a painful, short life? Because that's how it's going to be for her. And she's going to probably already on a whole bunch of medications. And see, promoting this to your audience, like, yeah, it's fine and everything. And like, Emma, listen to me. I want to actually hear about your health issues. All right. I want to hear about the medication you're on, the health issues. Show us the truth about what it's like to live on a terrible, disgusting diet like this, because she's not giving us the truth. Maybe she is telling people, but I kind of doubt it. Holy beige.
Fat bitch, you're very controversial. It doesn't give a fuck that she's fat. Pesto ciabattas run my whole life. Follow that up.
Try some fruit. Try some hydration. Did you hear how dry that was? That was a crunchy desert sound. That just tells you how dry it is.
Says run my whole life.
Seriously dry.
Follow that up with a gorgeous little iced coffee in my gorgeous little cup. Dunked off a pack of Marylands and stuff.
Wow. Okay.
Iced coffee simultaneously. Wow. Seen.
Like, what? I'm being totally honest here. This is not appealing for me on any sort of level, in any capacity. This is not appealing. This makes me want to like seriously vomit. And obviously there were animals here, like eating animals, fried animals. Like, get it together. It's 2022.
Of 16-ish chicken nuggets, and then also has a chocolate milkshake from Maggie's. What isn't it?
Hang on, is this some vegetable matter? Maybe we're doing better here. Maybe she's doing better.
Eating his is a fat bitch, very controversially, doesn't give a fuck that she's fat. Starts off.
It's not really controversially, it's just sad. We are sad. We're sad that you are just not caring, you know, but we know you care deep down, but this is your brand now.
My day was the iced coffee and a Greggs for breakfast. I got the 7 fried chicken baguette and I also got the wedges, but I forgot to film.
Okay, so she had a baguette with, did she say chicken on it? So she had dead bird and she had wedges and, okay.
I had a hot chocolate and also a Red Bull. Quickly moving on to tea.
Okay, you know, of course, that's the very least of her issues. She's having the caffeine, she's having like a lot of it.
Time we went to Spit Roast, like this chicken place. It's
What is that thing? Pellegrino, okay.
unreal. Sweet potato mash, loads of veggies, chicken, just...
Okay, so this is basically her plate. Good, there is sweet potato, that's fantastic. It's probably full of butter. But still, like, there's some life in there. There's some life. Nothing else looks too good, but obviously, see what you can do to vegetables? You can do this to vegetables and make them actually into something unhealthy.
Just unreal. This is kind of my little place I had, and then I had the chocolate.
Lemon curd.
And the eating his is a fat...
Luxury yogurt, okay. Wow. All right, let's just have a look at another one. This is a shocking page. I just... You can have a heart attack young. It does happen. It does happen. Well,
Eating his is a fat bitch, very controversially. Doesn't...
Wow. 11. Is this her breakfast? And this person over here, Chef Woohoo McDaniels, I literally didn't understand a word you said, but it looks so good. How does this look good?
Doesn't give a fuck that she's fat. Leftovers on my brekkie, of course. There's a little apple tart.
Okay, that's least of her problems.
Then for me,
What? That looks like a sweet and sour thing.
today I had hot and sour soup with a load of prawn crackers dipped in. And a little bit of the salt and pepper box with sweet.
Whoa, beige life all the way, right? Where's the color? Oh, she got some chili in there, which is actually a fruit. But like you're not gonna get much nutrition from that. Whoa, that's very in that sauce. Oh shit! So she's building her body on all these chemicals and all this like carcinogenic oil, old flowers, dead animal body parts. You know, it's a disaster. Emma, you need to make the connection here. You don't have to eat like this. You can eat the raw till full way. You can eat as much as you care for, and actually start feel good. Because we know you
sauce. Yum. Eating his is...
That is not yum. That is not yum on any level. Whoa. Yikes. Jeez. She must be spending a lot of money on this stuff too. And I'm not even going to call it food.
But eating his is a fat bitch, very controversially. Doesn't give a fuck that she's fat. Liquid's brekkie of iced coffee and a Red Bull.
Is this breakfast?
I had a pizza from Rudy's. It was...
Is this breakfast? Like, I remember growing up, there was never such a pizza like this in Australia. Ever. You couldn't buy this. This is a thing that came from, I think, the UK and America. And now we do have this sort of thing. I believe I still haven't had it. Where it's just kind of like a swimming pool of cheese on dough. You know what I'm saying?
Pizza from Rudy's. It was absolutely unreal. More and more liquids. What is going on?
Of course, you got to have the caffeine because you're not getting enough actual... good quality carbohydrates and nutrition and fructose to your cells. So she is essentially starving, even though she's fat. I'm doing quotations, you know.
Coffee, a Fanta. I had a gin that I forgot to film in the pub and a Coke. And then for me, today I had this load of sweet potato. It was unreal.
Don't have to do this with sweet potato. Have like heaps of sweet potato and then load it with you can load it with beans or rice. Or like there's so many, she has beans and rice there probably, but it's mixed with a whole lot of meat, animal flesh, which is causing her a lot of issues. Oh, shocking. Look at this. It's like prosciutto or something, which is like salted animal tissue. Oh gosh.
What eating his is a fat bitch, very controversial.
It happened again. This cannot happen. Cannot be a mistake at all. Stop. Oh no, she's eating herself into like an early grave. What? Oh, and people, this is the sad thing. People support her in the comments and they're like, not like, this is an eating disorder. But then you go to videos like I put up of what I eat in a day with a lot of fruit, and they're like, this is an eating disorder. You're not going to get enough nutrition. It's such a crazy world. What?
Eating a day is a fat bitch, you're very controversially, doesn't give a fuck that she's fat. For me, brechy, I add a sausage born from Greg's.
Look at this. So
But then I also got like the extra sausage put on. Got
like, this thing probably lasts like years and years.
these hash browns again and they were still utter shite. Honestly, don't get them if you get like Greg's brechy. It's a waste of your time. For me tea, I just had one of those microwave curries from the Asda.
Oh, wow.
There. Of course, with a little side of some onion bhajis and samosas. I think this is what I had left over after it. And then I finished my day off with iced coffee, a McFlurry, and also a nice cuppa.
You gotta get some carbs in there, don't you? All right, I think this is like a losing battle here for us. I think I'm just going to like play this and Emma, like reach out to me if you need to. I can try to help you because obviously you're in denial and this is kind of becoming your brand now because you know you got 400,000 followers and you're getting attention, you're getting admiration almost, you know, you're getting encouraged to eat this way. It's like people encouraging her to jump off a cliff and to hurt animals, and I think that's sick. It's absolutely sick. I don't know why that this world is like this. Sometimes I'm wondering like why I was born into this, you know? Like it's so sad. I care about these individuals too. I don't want to see them just take themselves out in such a painful, horrible way, pretending that they're enjoying themselves when it's, you know, it's a couple of minutes of pleasure, you know, they get this hit and then they have to suffer and then they have to live in a body that is unhealthy and painful. So obviously this is bad. Bad for the animals, bad for her. There's no good. There's no good in this. Like she's barely showing anything fresh. I haven't seen any fruit except for a chili. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Let her know that I made this video and that I'm willing to help her. And yeah, that's my video for today. Don't forget to go fruit yourself and I will talk to you soon.